guys, welcome back to another episode, installment, whatever you want to call it, of MCs and MVPs. Today we're going to be talking about anime comebacks and returns. And what we mean by that is just like an anime character coming back from the dead, or coming back in a fight, something of that nature, or take like Blue Lock, for example, coming back at the end and winning a soccer match or whatever. So,
coming back from a huge training or whatever.
Goku returning.
Yeah, I was going to say on Namek, when Goku came back from Namek and took out the entire Ginyu Force by himself.
Oh, it's like that.
Yeah, it was light work for him. Except for Captain Ginyu, whenever he like transformed bodies and everything like that. But he took out the rest of the Ginyu Force, no problem.
It's kind of light work, Ginyu literally hurt himself.
Yeah, and then it just throw the frog.
Yeah.
But that's what we're getting at, and like I said, in Blue Lock, like there's an episode where they're down like 4-0, something like that, and they end up coming back winning 6-4, some shit like that. So like there are.
Which I mean, it being a sports anime, that has to happen.
At least
three
yeah,
times.
I was about to say what's the volleyball one?
Haikyuu.
Yeah, Haikyuu. I'm sure there's a couple in
Which
there.
is smash.
You can talk about. You can talk about Haikyuu. I've never watched it.
You never watched it?
I've never watched it.
Well, something to look at. I ain't about to talk about it though. I'm not gonna talk about it. But
That's my shit, and I ain't talking about it.
there's a movie coming out soon, so I'm excited about that. So, yep, that's it.
All right.
That's as good as it gets. That's as good as it gonna get.
All right.
We'll talk about it. So,
Well,
yeah.
so I've also been watching MF Ghost lately.
Wow, that's stupid. That's not stupid at all.
That's my shit.
I ain't
I don't
talking
want to
about
talk about it.
But so I've been watching MF Ghost, which is it's a continuation of I forgot the name of it. Initial D. No, Initial D. It's a continuation of Initial D.
Initial D. I give you the initial D.
Oh.
Well, guys, I got something to get into. I gotta go.
That will be on our other channel.
So stupid.
They're only fans.
So stupid. I shut myself up for
You
it.
did. You
I
did.
shut myself up for it. That is all my fault. That is all my fault.
If you guys haven't watched Initial D, I know these guys haven't watched Initial D. It's an anime about a kid named, I can't remember what his first name is. Last name is Fujiwara. And,
Ron. It's Ron.
It's not Ron.
It is not.
Sure. Okay, Ron Fujiwara. And he's a downhill expert. He basically takes a really old AE86, which you guys don't know, that's a Toyota vehicle. It's got a little 4-cylinder inside of it. It's got a top speed of like 130 miles an hour. And he goes up against like GTRs and Lambos and stuff like that on a downhill and beats the shit out of them. And in MF Ghost, he's driving the newer AE86 by Toyota, which is just like it's a better version. It's like the FRS. It's basically the same car, but it's a newer version of it. You know what I mean? It's still got the hatchback and everything like that, and it still only has like 230 horsepower. You know what I mean? It's an underpowered car that's just more for having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And they tune him up and everything like that. And like in his first race, everyone's just like, oh, he's just in a stock AE86, he ain't gonna do shit. And he goes from like 100th to 15th. So it's, in my opinion, that's a huge comeback. To start off in 100th place and then to get 15th in a normal stock car. If you guys haven't watched it, the animation is great. Season 1 just dropped of MF Ghost. Season 2 is about to come out, and they're bringing all the old characters back from Initial D is going to be in MF Ghost. So I'm pretty excited about that if you're a fan of Initial D.
Initial D.
Yeah, it's a great anime. I love it.
At first, I thought you was like saying like just the initial D. I literally had typed initial D.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
word D.
I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I was like, let me just type.
He's like, why do you say it like that?
Yeah, so it's a drifting anime about cars and stuff like that, and it's amazing in my opinion. Like I love
Same thing
it.
with Hunter x Hunter. You're not supposed to say the X.
So yeah, it's like Hunter x Hunter, whatever, Hunter times Hunter, whatever you got.
And then it's one of the things like, all right, when do you do and don't do that? Because High School DxD would just be High School DD.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a lot of DDs in that show.
I mean, it was
Double
good.
D, they did. Yeah.
I don't know. So Brody asked me to watch the anime, and I was like, yeah, sure, no problem.
What did I
And
watch?
it was a High School DxD. He said
Okay.
you should watch it.
I thought you were still talking about Initial D. I was like, that's
No.
not true.
No, High School DxD. And I didn't know that the anime was basically a porno, and I started watching it at work.
That's on you.
Like halfway through episode 1, it's just like, wow, titties. And I'm like, nope, not watching this at work.
Now, What did I tell you though?
You did specifically tell me you should watch this by yourself.
I told you that there was a lot, but these fights are bomb as fuck.
Yeah.
And did I lie?
No, the fights were great, but it's just like watching Bible Black.
It is not. It is not. Anyone who hasn't seen either of those shows, one, don't go watch Bible Black.
Don't go watch Bible Black.
What is Bible Black?
That's porn.
Is it though?
It is.
It's got a great story to it too.
Y'all are stupid. Y'all are so... Something's wrong with y'all. Something's really wrong with y'all.
100%. It was one of those where it was like, I wish I could stop watching this, but I do need to know where you're going with this because it's just fucking wild.
It is, and it's just like, no, I'm not even masturbating anymore. I'm just watching the show.
How do we... Let's get back on subject, please. Please. Let's get back.
Because that's one of the few things that I was tricked into watching by someone else. I'm like, yeah, it's a good show.
Hey, wait a minute.
Watch that.
Wait a minute. Bible Black has a great comeback.
Stop that. This is in Parks and Rec.
No, stop! Stop! I'm not seeing the video.
Listen, there was definitely someone back in Bible Black.
Stop.
It depends on what season you watch it.
There's more than one season. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. How did this
They got a whole sequel, bro.
Oh my god.
It's wild.
It was wild enough.
It was so much. Like, hey.
That thing took a left.
It took a left or right. We went way downhill.
No, you went way down here. You're crazy behind.
Anyways.
I'm talking about for real. Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to think of an anime where like the main character gets like legit beat down and has to run away.
Fuck that. The best comeback pull-up revenge anything was Rimuru after his shit got fucked up. And they murdered people in his town.
Yeah.
What he did to that army in that kingdom.
Yeah. He annihilated
just
them.
Untouchable type shit.
Yeah, they were decimated.
It was literally just like, hey, you're the king, right? Like,
Cut off his hand.
I was like, are you sure? Because like, I wasn't planning on killing the king, but everybody else around here is gonna die.
Yeah. And he just walks up to him, cuts off his hand, and uses black flame so he doesn't bleed. And he's just like, all right, there's a warning.
No, we came for peaceful relations. It's like,
half my people are fucking dead. What do you mean, peaceful relations?
That makes no sense whatsoever.
Well, apparently the three people from the other world did what they wanted to do, which didn't make any sense to me. Anyways,
it didn't work.
Oh, that was a great comeback too. Whenever you had the orc pig fight the muscle guy, basically the power guy, and he wolfed him.
Yep.
You had the old what is he? He's not an orc. He's a damn it. What was he?
The ogre.
Yeah, yes, the ogre. Yeah, you had the ogre with the sword abilities.
Yeah,
and he was just like, your mind should be catching up to my moves now. Decapitation. And then who was a third fight in between? It was the goblin, the tiny goblin guy.
Ganta.
Yeah, Ganta, or whatever.
It's Gapta.
Yeah, Gapta. He fought the main guy and whooped his ass. So that's another good comeback too.
Shot lightning through his sheath.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive. Black lightning. It's pretty impressive. But then also, I mean, you had.
It's so weird. I'm looking at the background and the TV's not on. I'm so used to the TV being on. So while y'all tuning y'all, I have something to
distract yourself.
Yeah, because y'all are great at this. Y'all are freaking amazing. And some of these things, I'm good at coming up with titles I don't know nothing about. So I just listen. And I tune in whenever I need to.
You still haven't watched Fairy Tail, have you?
I told you I cannot get into it.
I cannot fault you for it.
I watched it
I guess Fairy Tail is a really good one for comebacks because all of them get their asses beat.
I
Every
watched
season
maybe 30 episodes of Fairy Tail.
Well, so
I gave
during
it a
the
good
Magic
try.
game, the second
Go
Magic
watch
games,
the Grand Magic game.
that's what I was just about to say.
Like-
The second Grand Magic games.
You have to probably put that in the group text.
So in the second Grand Magic
it's
game,
from Fairy
man,
Tail.
Oh,
It's one of the arcs in Fairy Tail.
in my opinion, that is one of the best comebacks because how long were they gone? 5 years?
Was it 5? Yeah, it was probably like 5.
Yeah, so they were gone for 5 years. All their strongest people. So Fairy Tail went from like one of the top 3 ranked, because it always
Guild.
switches through to like the bottom ranked guild.
And they're like Fairy Tail is basically over, and then their heavy hitters come back and they go back to the
Number
Grand
one.
Magic game
And whoop them.
and they beat the shit.
But
out of
dude,
them.
What's that girl name with the metal
Lucy?
stuff? Lucy.
With the keys?
No, Lucy.
No. The girl with the metal stuff is Urza.
Urza, yeah.
Yeah, the one who can transform her.
metal her chainmail or whatever.
But I'm not gonna lie. I like Mira. Is it Mira?
What do they do?
She's the one that can transform into different demons and stuff like that. She
Yeah.
she lost her ability and ended up like fucking murking everybody.
Yeah.
And then so she never. Yeah, Mira, in my opinion, is one of the strongest Fairy Tail characters.
I was like, yeah, you can give her one of these, but I think they literally tell you that she is weaker than Urza.
Yeah, but I don't think Urza could ever kill her.
Urza is.
I mean, she probably wouldn't want to kill her.
Exactly.
But shit comes down to hit the fan. Because they even tell you that when they're learning those techniques, there's a possibility that the monster that they emulate can take over.
And then you see when the monster does take her over because it's her brother.
Yeah,
Like it's taken over by the demon.
So it's like if that happens to her, Urza would more than likely she gonna pull out her 2 little swords and her bandage wrapped bra and she gonna murder.
Or her samurai one.
I was like, I don't
the
understand.
flame pants.
I did not understand how they're like that's her strongest form. And I was like, not the one with the 7,200 blades behind her.
Oh, she's a fairy queen.
I was like, I think that seems stronger than these 2, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, also she had the black one they also said was her strongest. Where she had it was a big ass spear that shot a big cannon.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So there was that one too. But Urza's greatest feat whenever she was just like, I'll take on all 100 floors and goes in and beats everyone. Gives no one a chance.
And it's like, all right,
Why? Because she's a dog.
But then
But we're talking about comebacks now.
well, so I was about to get to that.
well, this part of the Grand Magic.
Well,
game.
another one of my favorite comebacks is when Natsu is gone for like 3 years. Like after Fairy Tail disbands, then he comes back to the Grand Magical Games and literally
Just
melts the
melting.
Coliseum.
So I got something for him.
Okay,
Now this is about to set him off. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. I love it when you set brothers.
You know what? This is
I don't
the.
like that.
You know what? I'm sorry. I'm about to get ready to set Jordan off. Because Jordan has a very, 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 very strong opinion about this anime character. And this anime character always seems to be down. He always find himself down.
Come on, Sasuke.
I'm feeling it. Aizen?
No. Wrong. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! He come back and cheat for winning the game. So, Jordan, let's talk about this. Yu-Gi-Oh! Team the
I didn't even think about you,
I don't know about Yu-Gi-Oh!
but he's right. He is right.
Yeah.
Every comeback.
Comebacks. This man,
Man,
comebacks. We talking about comebacks.
It's very fair. Because he has never been winning start to finish in a single duel.
no. Like he magically got Exodia. And then whenever he was fighting against
You gotta believe in the heart of the cards, man.
You
The
gotta-
heart.
you gotta cheat.
This at the end of that show said he willed the cards he wanted into the top of the deck. I was like, that's cheating. What are you talking about? You're saying he's using... Yes, because I meant it. He was just couldn't remember her name. I didn't remember her name, and I meant she was being a bitch. I was like, that made no sense. You gonna sit here and tell me, oh, well, yeah, he willed the cards he wanted to the top of the deck. And I'm like, and that's not cheating to you?
It's not.
So that doesn't make any sense.
But apparently anyone can do it.
No, they can't.
You just gotta believe in the heart.
Yes! As the king of games, he's the only one who can do that shit.
So whenever he played Dungeon Dice Monsters against okay, yeah.
What the hell his name is? The one with the black and red on. You know.
For some reason I can only think of Bandit Keith.
Bandit Keith.
I was like, that was not Bandit Keith. Bandit Keith went to the Shadow Realm. Bandit Keith's in the Shadow Realm.
Which they tied down for us. That's death. Everybody.
Yeah.
It's just the fucking underworld.
Yeah. But whenever he played that, the guy with the fucking earring with the dice at the bottom of it and stuff like that.
Yeah, he only played Dungeon Dice once.
Yeah. Was he cheating in that too? Was he just like, I got loaded dice?
He cheated in everything. I don't care what nobody says.
But I'm also confused how he won King of Games if he's only winning in Yu-Gi-Oh! There are so many other
anyone
games.
who challenges you to anything else, you just send to the Shadow Realm.
That's a valid point. He was just like, I ain't playing you.
You know,
Be gone.
Dark Magician's Dark Magic Attack?
Yeah.
He does that in real life to Kaiba in episode 2.
Yeah, he does. Well, is that
How is it not cheating?
well, in episode, I think it might have been episode 2, whenever he uses Exodia and he uses Obliterate, like he literally killed half of Kaiba. He killed half of Kaiba.
That was a hologram. The magic he did was real life magic. He literally separated the evil in Kaiba out of his body.
Yeah.
Which also is hilarious because I was like, listen, the one time he had a match where it was like, hey, Yugi, you are just clearly winning this. Well, Yami, you are just clearly winning this. Kaiba stepped up on that ledge and was like, you can attack, but I'll die. And Yami was about that. He was like,
all right, no,
cool.
I'll end you right now.
Yugi came through like, hey, we can't be killing people. I think we can.
I've killed like 6 people already, bro.
My health warrior don't give a fuck.
Right? Listen, when I was king of Egypt, like I was murdering people every day.
Hey, Joey, what you think? You want your little sister to have eyes, or you want Kaiba to live? It's a toss-up to me. Oh, Lord. It's like, we gotta get your grandpa's soul. What we gotta sacrifice? Kaiba's soul. All right.
I'm down.
Another one that nobody really likes to talk about. Ash Ketchum.
You gotta believe in your Pokemon.
Ash was throwing hands with Pokemon in the original. Like, his first 3 Pokemon, he did not send another Pokemon at. He just was fighting them.
Yeah, basically.
So he pulled up on Mewtwo and was ready to throw straight hands. So Ash can do what he wants.
Yeah, how you gonna run up on a Pokemon that has the ability to control other Pokemon and try to punch him in the face?
He throws a rat at gods. He can do what he wants.
Yeah,
so you don't put him in the same realm as Yu-Gi-Oh!
He doesn't cheat though.
Oh no, he doesn't cheat because he done lost too many times.
So many times.
I think Ash's problem is Ash plays Pokemon like we first started playing Pokemon, ignoring types, ignoring like anything like, hey, attack. I don't do any status shit. Like, no, I am attack only, and I don't care who I'm fighting. I'm just sending you out.
You know what I just thought of a really great comeback? Whenever, wow, why am I blanking on names today?
Can't tell you.
You also gotta talk a little loud because the AC just got killed.
That's actually fair.
Yeah, the main character for fucking Bleach. Yeah, Ichigo. When Ichigo loses to the Arrancar when they're down in Hueco Mundo, what's that, number 3?
Ulquiorra.
Yeah, whenever he loses Ulquiorra and he gets that hole in his chest,
Ball.
and then he turns into the hollow and comes back and whoops Ulquiorra, literally cuts his wing off. Just one-shots him. And then, of course, Udiu got a whooping because he's trying to stop him. But, man, that comeback...
You just gotta sit down sometimes, man.
Like right now.
Like, bro,
I
was thinking the same thing.
Well, at night you're trapped in a weave. I mean, I've never had that happen to me before, but I'm sure it ain't great.
Yeah, I can't imagine it being fun. Well, some people might think it's fun.
I mean, you're into that.
That's fair.
But also, I'm confused because that's a great comeback too. Whenever the Squad Zero is losing, and so they sacrifice themselves so that one person can unlock their full latent abilities, and then she just whoops on all of them. Like literally, she's just like they kill themselves, and she's just like Bankai, and you're like, oh, this is over. And you saw the heavens and earth literally shaking.
You talk about sacrificing yourself. It made me immediately go to freaking Jujutsu Kaisen. Fucking what is his name? It starts with an M. Itadori's classmate, dude.
Fujiwara?
Yeah.
Megami?
Yeah. There's like people who made clips to show you how many times he attempted to summon that guy he summoned who fought Sukuna.
Yeah.
Apparently, he was about to summon that against Toto. When Toto asked him what kind of girl you like, and Toto started beating his ass, he's like, it's fine. He started to summon it there. And apparently, whenever he was backed into a corner even slightly, he was ready to just summon that shit. And I was like, knowing what he was trying to do that whole time, it's just like,
you would have died.
You have a problem. Like, literally, you told JoJo, he was like, no, I care about my life now. I'm not going to try to throw it away. And then, like, a day later, he was like, oh, well.
So that's what confused me.
We're talking about comebacks, and I'm confused. How is there a comeback?
His attempt at coming back, like, a comeback in that fight was like, no, we all die.
Oh.
And that's what, I thought, because he was talking about them sacrificing himself to make someone stronger.
Gotcha.
He was like, nah, forget it. Wipe everything out.
Ooh,
it's the ultimate flip the table when you're not winning the game.
Speaking of sacrifices and comebacks, Vegeta sacrificed himself, Majin Buu, and then coming back. Well, I thought it was great, and then like that was his comeback because he was evil. You saw him murder all those people at the martial arts tournament. Didn't give a fuck. Literally, he just turned his hand. Bam! I murdered all those people. I don't care. He still don't care about. Well, no, because he more cared about Bulma and his son. Was the motivation to sacrifice himself against Majin Buu.
Yeah. You sure about that?
But I thought his comeback was still good because then he also came back and he decided to fight for Earth.
Okay, it sounded like you were saying that he was coming, the shift from evil to good. That wasn't really a thing that happened. It was like, I'm not actively killing you, but I only kill people who are in the way.
Yeah.
So that still didn't change. He's like, oh, you're fighting for Earth. But yeah, my people live in.
Yeah, my son and daughter, or my son and wife are there.
I said so, but I say Sasuke. Why the hell would I say Sasuke? But I'm thinking about
Sasuke's got a great revenge, though. If you think he gets his ultimate revenge, finally.
I'm gonna talk about Sasuke. I ain't trying to say his name.
I didn't know you hate the Sasuke like that.
No, I just don't care for Sasuke right now.
Okay.
I'm thinking about Yusuke, because you remember Yusuke died, saving that punk ass kid decided to walk in the middle of the street. What the hell your parents said? He jumped out there.
She was right there.
But he has two comes back. He has that one. He comes back as a spirit detective, protecting Earth and everything like that. And then when he dies a second time, he comes back as a demon and whoops up on what's the guy's name?
He didn't do it. The Mazuko did.
What do you mean the Mazuko did it?
His great grandpa or whatever, the one he goes to meet and stop eating people.
Yeah.
Took over his body and murdered Shusuke.
Technically,
that's what happened.
I feel like he still would have won against Yusuke.
No.
You don't think so?
No. You were dead, and the only thing that gave you a boost was the Mazuko taking over.
Why didn't think he took over until he got into the demon world?
No, he took over when he came back to life. That's why he grew the hair.
I remember he growing the hair and getting the tattoos.
As soon as he grew the hair and tattoos, that was Mazuko.
Okay, I didn't think it was Mazuko until he went into the demon world. I need to rewatch it.
Yeah, I was like, that was straight Mazuko. It was like, especially because even at the end, he was like, nah, like, stop, don't do it. And I was like, nah, you got taken over immediately.
Well, I remember him shooting the spirit gun, the giant spirit gun, and him be like, wait, what am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was one of those things where it's like, you let go of control, but they were still doing what you wanted. So it was like, it's cool. The first sign of, oh, crap, I'm 100% being controlled was at the end where you're like, wait. I don't want to kill him.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes more sense. But I still think it was a good comeback because he came back to life.
Oh yeah, because Shusui having the freaking golden armor on, and he was like, nah, I whoop your ass in my basement.
Right.
Now I got golden armor, I'm going to whoop all your ass.
And he does. He's literally taking on all four of them by himself.
I don't think Kuwabara made it.
Was he still inside of that
Kuwabara world? I don't think Kuwabara ever went to the demon world.
I don't know. I'm not for sure.
I know he cuts the barrier, but I don't think he actually goes over.
Right.
Oh, Naruto during the Pain Saga. When he comes back after training with Jiraiya. Oh, when he shows up in the middle after
once he learned Sage Mode.
After they have that big ass
he's like, this is supposed to be the village.
Yeah.
This is the village.
Yeah. What's that? Oh,
not a village knows pain.
Yeah, and then he gets whooped on by Pain, and then Naruto tries to save him, and then he goes full tail beast. Man, dude.
Climbing out of that goddamn fucking meteor.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
Like, seeing it, like, shake and then just seeing that freaking muscle fox come out of it, like, oh, shit, that ain't right. right at all.
I think his chakra form is better than his like that when it's just the muscle of the tail beast. Like whenever he has the three of the tails, there's just red chakra going across his body.
I think the muscle thing showed that it was further along.
Yeah,
because your physical body is.
Because he had 6 tails at that point.
Yeah, I think he came out with just
with just 6 tails. Because I mean, fucking my girl in front of me, you know, I'm gonna fuck you up.
It was like you don't even like her like that.
At this point.
And then when you was like, oh nah, she almost died though.
For me.
And then after that time, I was like, you just freaked out. I think you thought she did die.
Yeah,
but she looked like she was dead.
She was like,
and you know that Kakashi was dead because you couldn't feel Kakashi anymore.
And them gray eyes, them pupils, you can't tell what's going on with them things. Not behind those.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, but I thought that the Pain arc was a good one. That is a great comeback.
Well, did you both watch Hunter x Hunter?
Yes.
You know me, I watched like the
Did
first
you see
season.
the end of the Chimera Ants?
Yes.
But going back for Pita is one of the best comebacks ever. Because she free killed his homie and he was like, on go. He was like, nope, I'm not here to save the world from the ants. I'm not here to fight the king. I'm not here to fight the generals. I don't care about these ants. Happy-go-lucky Go is here until I get my eyes on Pito.
The second he got his eyes on Pito,
Second he got his eyes on Pito, he was like, it's demon time. I'm going to murder you. And Pito was literally healing someone in that moment. And she was like, he's going to fucking kill me. Like, I can't stop my technique because I have to save this person. And she's like, hey, wait. Like, I'm healing someone in this moment. He's like,
I don't give a fuck.
he literally goes, oh, so now I have to wait to get my revenge because you're healing someone. Why do I have to wait? Why does everybody else get to do it? Like, he's just going insane in this moment. And then he goes, fine, I'll wait. How much time do you need? She gives him time and he's like, you got an hour. And he sits down 3 feet away from her.
Stares.
And just in the fetal position, stares daggers
and you
at her.
can just see his fucking nen coming off of him.
And he's just looking at her. And he's just like, alright, you done? We ain't got to do this here. We can go wherever the fuck you want. You just healed her here.
Like,
we can go over there.
I watched Gon walk in. He stopped at the doorway, tied the laces to his black Air Forces. He was like, I'm on business now.
He was like, everything else is fun and games. We can do whatever we all want to do. But as soon as I see Pito, it's a wrap. Like, it's
game over.
Full on. He goes, every ounce of men that I will ever have, I'm using it in this moment.
Yeah, it was great.
Alrighty, well, to end this, we got 2 lists. 2 lists.
All right.
One's the top 10 greatest anime comebacks from Watch Mojo, which they always put out good stuff on YouTube. And the second one is a top.
Screen Rant sucks though. I can't do Screen Rant.
Screen Rant is funny because it's just be like, who made this?
Like someone.
Give me the name.
Hey, hold up. Let me get this one out.
Go ahead.
This one is by
Legit art.
Is it by legit art?
That's what. It's not. It's just art.
I think it's Vocal Media.
Oh yeah, there you go. Vocal Media. You're right, bro.
Okay, make sure. Yeah, it's Vocal Media. By Vocal Media. There
you gotta go to the person in the podcast that doesn't have glasses.
CBR is not too bad.
Yeah, they've been off a lot.
Not as bad as Screen Rant. Like Screen Rant, it's like they went to somebody and they're like, "You occasionally watch anime, right?" Yeah, like here and there, I watch like 2 animes. Cool, do this anime list.
Fair enough. They be like that with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Strongest characters in anime, Kenshin. Well, listen.
All right, they got 10 Kaji. That's how you say his name? Kaji. Okay. Well, we're gonna blow this thing up real quick. You get closer. JT already struggling.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
No, yeah.
What's the anime? Is the anime Kaji?
Yep.
Yeah.
Never heard of it before.
Never heard of it?
I haven't. And I think this is about playing Pachinko?
About who?
I think it's about playing Pachinko.
Oh, the game?
It is.
Pachinko.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, is the whole thing about Pachinko? I was like, I think it is.
Okay, what about
Cosmo Imai has a great comeback in that and Kengan Ashura. Season 1.
Yeah, I can't look at King Siri because it's just the
quality.
Figure it out for yourself because that motherfucker
it's
yelling.
A great story.
He calling, nah, I'm the king of stranglers. That's a wild ass thing for you to say out loud. It's like, I don't care where you are.
And then he gets strangled and tapped out.
When he strangles that dude is just punching him in the kidneys, and he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna fucking choke you
I'm
out."
talking about when he fights Kingen.
No, fucking care. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, when you say you are the king of stranglers, and that is your nickname, and people give you that title, and you come through, and you are here fighting the dude, and that dude is whooping your ass, and then you were like doing a little bit here, a little bit there, but he was getting your ass kicked, and then somehow you strangle this dude who was cheating in the match, by the way. And
he had someone in his ear, right?
Yeah, he had someone in his ear, and then he he punctured the steer side and stuck his fingers in and started breaking your ribs.
And you still held on.
As you're choking them. And he was literally just like, King of Stranglers, though. King of Stranglers, though. And the motherfucker just fucking passed out. And then he was like, I win.
Yeah.
All right. What's it say?
Ken Kaneki in Tokyo Ghoul. This is my brother's favorite anime.
Well, he does have, I feel like Ken does have a good comeback because, he's
You're not
just...
talking about that.
So he's just, he's a kid. You know what I mean? Who basically gets...
He's a full-grown adult at the beginning of that show. Okay.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's in my college.
He's in high school.
Usually he's in college.
Well, he gets a whole scaffolding fall on him, and then somehow, for some reason, they merge him with the girl that was also there and dying, who happened to be a ghoul.
She attacks him because he's walking through, he sees her, they start talking, she attacks him. In the scuffle, scaffolding fall, and it falls on both of them. And when the paramedics and everybody gets there, it looks like they're both going to die. She, according to her injuries, she's definitely going to die. He might die if they don't get organs transplanted. So they take some of her organs and put them in Ken.
Right, and then he becomes a ghoul.
Yeah,
half ghoul. Yeah, and then doing putting the centipedes in his body and stuff like that. That was fucked up. They just kept giving him centipedes.
Oh, his greatest comeback was fighting the torturer, because when he got out of that torture, and then because it was the whole deal for that torture, he was like, "Hey, it happened to him," which is why he does it to other people.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "No." He would do something to you, and the whole time he would say he'd make you count backwards from 100 by 7. So it's such a weird number that you have to stay like cognizant to do that. So it was like once he gets out of that and he starts torturing that dude back and he makes him relive the fact that he was tortured in that same exact way, it's amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. We got about 20 minutes left because this game is about the year to come out.
I did not watch Food Wars. I can't watch Food Wars.
Okay. So
let's
wrap this thing up because we still got a whole nother list of 20.
I forgot you had another list.
Let's go. Nah, you was good because you broke it down and that's fine. But yeah, do you know who this is?
Yes. Seiya, his whole show is a comeback shit because he was a hero before he gets transferred to another world.
Him and the god doesn't even remember.
Saves it.
Hold on, I'm so confused. We talking about number 6?
Number 6.
Okay.
Yeah,
neither one of us watched Food Wars.
Okay.
I don't know.
But you was talking about number 6.
Yes, Seiya's from Cautious Hero.
Okay.
In that show, heroes get isekai to save a different world. He's been isekai before. He failed to save that world because he didn't realize something can regenerate. He will never let that happen again, so he is overly prepared for any fight that he's going to get in.
Yeah, he goes into a fight against level 10 monsters, and he's level 150.
Yep. He maxes out his level before he goes to the world.
Yeah.
He stays.
That's how I do. That's how I do on certain games like on Pokemon and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah, makes sense.
I will max out to the point where I can't control them anymore.
Well, no. I'll get one hit. If I can't one hit you, I ain't leaving this area. Until I can one hit you in Pokemon, we ain't leaving this area.
That's how I am with my very first one. If my Pokemon, if he has not evolved to the next level, I have not made it to the first town yet.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Wow, y'all grind. See, I'm one of those people that I'll be level 3 going up against level 30 people. I'm like, I got this!
So, but number 5,
Yusuke, which we spoke on.
All right, number 4.
Joe. Oh, Megalobox. Yeah, dude, that guy was fucking awesome.
Oh, Joe is the one that was using the
Gearless Joe.
Yeah, and he was beating the shit out of people still. It was a good show.
If you have not watched season 2 is like his. Like every fight he has is kind of on the ropes because he's gearless and everyone else has it.
Mm-hmm.
That last fight is epic between the dude who's like, all right, well, fuck it.
I'll take my gear off too.
Yeah, I was like, it was epic. It was great.
That's not
but they
the
didn't
guy.
show you.
That's not the same guy he fought in the first one, is it? The one that the pretty rich guy.
No, he doesn't fight. He fights him at the end of season 1.
Yeah,
and wins.
Yeah, so
he becomes the champion.
But we don't see the fight.
Yeah, but we know that he wins.
Yeah. In season 2, he is no longer a megaloboxer, and he is doing these fights out in the sticks, and is like on drugs and other stuff.
Oh,
so like season 2 is like just a life and a boxing comeback for him.
Okay,
like it's really good. It is slower paced because there is not as much fighting, but they focus more on his mental and where he is as a person. It is really good.
I did think one of the best scenes in that whole thing was whenever his trainer was just like didn't want him to lose his legs, arms, something like that, so he ripped out his other eye.
What?
Oh yeah, he was.
They placed a bet for him to win a fight and he lost, and they came to collect and they were like, we don't have the money, and he was just like, well, you got to pay us a different way. I'll take his legs. And he's just like, you can't take his legs or his arms and something like that, and so he rips out his own eye and gives it to him, and he was already missing one eye from a different debt that he owed.
People are crazy as hell.
Well, he knew he could win.
Well, because the thing was, it wasn't even about Joe. Joe wasn't the one who made the bet. He didn't know anything about these shiesty ass people.
Yeah.
It was people from the coach's past, and he was like, I can't let you bring Joe down because of me.
Right.
So
he ripped out his own eye.
All right. Here go our top 3. You got Eren from Attack on Titan.
I still haven't finished this. I need to.
But where is the comeback?
He dies on the first episode.
Eren doesn't die in the first episode.
He pretty much dies in the first episode. He gets eaten by that Titan, like, almost right after his mom.
Oh.
Remember, you gotta think about it. These people is trying to control his ass. The whole show for a good portion.
I know he started rebelling, so he came back from something.
Yeah.
Well, they were trying to stop him.
We was Eldians.
Yeah,
right?
It could be.
Well, I mean, if you would talk about best glow up,
well, okay.
Like, in my opinion, he has one of the best glow ups.
Okay, read the description for us.
Did someone say heavyweight Titan rematch because that's what season 3 gave us in abundance after getting his ass? Oh, okay. He did beat Rainer.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish.
Yeah. After getting his ass whooped by Rainer's armored Titan form, Eren was more than eager to knock him and his schizophrenic backside across the ocean.
I like that.
While their levels and their strength remain the same, Eren's newfound mastery of hardening his body into a crystalline state more than leveled the playing field, leading to a brutal fist fight that allowed the Rogue Titan. I didn't think he was the Rogue Titan. I thought he was the Anger Titan.
Or Attack Titan.
Yeah, Attack Titan. Yeah, to well and truly pay his former comrade back for his unceremonious betrayal.
Fair enough.
I don't know if they had known he was the Attack Titan yet, though, when that fight happened. So they might have just been calling him.
Right.
And he learned more hand-to-hand combat from Mikasan. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what's our girl that died? We got shot by that evil bitch. Excuse my language. The evil little girl.
Hanji.
No, Hanji didn't get shot.
Hanji shot.
Yeah, Hanji, but no, that's not.
No.
He's talking about the girl that always eating.
No. Yeah, remember when they get on the flight? She flew up in the air balloon, and the little boy always trying to save her.
Connie
was one that shot. Yeah, Connie.
I got names for a show I did not watch.
Yeah, all right. How you say this?
Naofumi Iwatani.
Who is this?
That's the main character.
From Naofumi.
Oh, Naofumi.
And he had a huge comeback.
I was like, hold on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, he is the comeback. Yeah, because
everybody... He might be the comeback king.
Well, because, like, everybody hate him. This I can speak on because I actually enjoy the show. Really, really, really enjoy the show. I don't care what people say about it.
I like it, too. Yeah.
But, because, people start off hating him. Oh, because the shield hero is the weakest or the most useless person.
Well, the main reason was because the king had problems with the previous shield hero. He said the shield hero was a virus, basically.
Yeah, there was a bunch of propaganda that happened
because
from
of the church.
Previous ones, and the church and the crown was like, "Fuck the Shield Hero," and then
everybody just codified, and then he started saving that crazy behind. He learned anyway. But yeah, I get that one. That makes sense.
I do think it's weird in that show that like if you believe in a system that works, I thought that was strange. If you just think that the system works, then it does. Remember whenever they were talking about like
Have you seen season 3 yet?
no, I think 1 and 2, but we're talking about like different skill systems, like what's the best thing to do for your weapon and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And one is saying one thing, one is saying another thing, and the third one's saying a different thing. Like all three of them were saying something different. And he was like, I don't even know what the hell y'all are talking about. So he looks into his shield and he believes that one of the systems is real, and then it pops up on his shield and as it being real. We're like, oh, the scanning, where you can scan other items and make them part of your shield.
Yeah.
He didn't know he could do that, and then he was just like, I don't have that. Wait a second. And then he was just like, he thought of it, and it became so he could start scanning items.
No. So that's like a hidden. I think.
Yeah, it's like a hidden thing.
It's a hidden ability that I guess some of the previous Shield heroes didn't know about, because he's kind of like tapping into like,
well, the world does not know how the heroes work.
Right.
There you go.
So they figure it out on their own.
And when they came through and he went through and they were like, hey, his main thing that he was thinking about was the fact that he cannot pick up a weapon.
Right.
So he started trying to upgrade his shield. He never picked up another shield. He has a shield.
Right.
So when he starts feeding stuff to his shield, he never thought that, hey, if I pick up another shield, it'll imprint.
Right.
He learned that from the other heroes. So the other heroes were like, no, if you pick up another of your type of weapon, it'll get imprinted.
Yeah. Right.
So it made sense. It was just like, it was about your play style.
Okay.
On what you did when you first got here.
Right.
So,
that makes sense. All right, and number 1, they have Luffy.
yeah, man will never. He's the Power Rangers of anime. He will never win the fight first go.
I mean, how many times did he lose to?
Kaido?
Yeah.
Like 3.
Well, he got.
You're talking about the dragon and one of them?
Yeah.
He lost to him like 3 times.
The first time he got knocked out, so he got one-shotted in the middle of town. And then he came and fought him. He got knocked out twice before.
Man, I really need to catch up, man.
He got knocked out twice.
By all means, Wano's over, so
yeah.
catching up.
He got knocked out twice before it was a
trying to do.
one-on-one fight.
Yeah.
He got knocked out twice before it was even a one-on-one fight. And then he got knocked off the island 2 more times. One time he got thrown into the water and Beppo and his crew saved him. And the other time he got thrown off and I almost said Yamamoto, that's not his name is. The kid. The dragon kid.
When he gets saved by Beppo, they take him to land, and Samurai Boy flies him back up.
Okay, so I thought
So he
Samurai
didn't
Boy
fall
caught
off
him.
twice.
Okay, so still 3 or 4 times he's been knocked out by Kaido and just keeps coming back.
Knocked out.
And he
died.
keeps saying that he's gonna win too.
Came
He's
back
just like,
and
I'm gonna
got
beat
one.
you. It's like, bro, you know, look at this tally board, okay? I've knocked you out 4 times.
So like I said, hey, there ain't no ref stopping this shit.
and listen, before I fought you, I fought the Akazai 7. I fought Zoro. I fought Kid.
Well, he almost killed Kid.
He almost killed, yeah. Well, he almost killed Kid and fucking Law. Like, he
Yeah.
was like, I fought you, Kid, Law, Killer. I fought all you guys at the same time. Then I sent their asses away, and now it's just me and you, and I'm still whooping your ass.
You're like, don't worry, I got it.
You don't.
I know this random, but who killed, like, Kid almost got killed by somebody.
Everybody.
Recently, he almost got killed by Shanks.
Everybody.
But yeah.
Oh, shit.
Everybody.
Shanks one-shots his boat, bro. Like, he literally cuts his boat in half with a one-shot.
Kid be getting disrespected.
Like, literally, Kid is just on the
Summer
boat.
might be able to handle Kid at this point. I don't know.
Well, he has no hockey.
Kid need to get it together.
He has no hockey, is the problem with Kid. He has to learn hockey.
He got, like,
I don't care about his magnetism. I don't give a fuck about that.
He needs to go back to the old world because this new world ain't working out.
Right? But yeah, so he's fucking going towards Shanks Island, thinking that he's gonna take Shanks, and Shanks literally pulls out Griffin. That's the name of his sword, right? I'm pretty sure it's Griffin. Pulls it out and just goes Divine Departure. Boom! One-shots the entire boat, everyone on it, and Kid.
Well, all right. On to the next list by Vocal Media. We're going to start at the bottom.
Written by Fortune David.
There you go. All righty. At the bottom, they got Eric.
Wait, what is this list for?
Same thing. Come back.
Same thing? Okay. Yeah, I mean,
his fighting his father is he was losing pretty bad, and then he just went hand to hand, which really threw me off and started whooping him. I was like, how are you? This doesn't make any sense.
Because it's one of those things where it's like, alchemy's not working. I'm just going to throw hands. Sometimes you just gotta throw hands sometimes.
And it worked. And then you also saw like the fight between Scar and Fury King Bradley. That was a fight, man.
I mean, if we're going Full Metal, Bradley going back to his home was the best comeback ever.
Oh yeah, he was one-shotting tanks and stuff like that, dude. Dude, he was taking out tanks by himself. Like that guy was a beast.
Like, hey, we got a route that we might be able to take from the back. He's like, I ain't walking through my house from the back door. I go through the front.
And literally walking right in the front. No one stopped.
Say less, sir.
But yeah, Fury King Bradley was a beast.
All right, we talked about Madara.
Yeah.
What about this?
Why
do you say his name?
Kamina?
Kamina. From Gurren Lagann.
Never watched it.
Gurren Lagann is an entire comeback story because it was literally an alien person took over the Earth. Well, a guy from Earth was like sent away, like alien beings who were trying to destroy the people, and he was so scared of them that he was like coming back. He was like, "Hey, all of humanity, go underground. That's how we gotta live. Gotta keep them down." And they were like, "Hey."
Oh yeah, and they find mechs and stuff like that.
They find mechs down there. They dig their way out, and they murk him. And then they get to the scale where they murk galaxies. Like, that show is wild.
I watched like the first 2 episodes, I think, and I was like, "This animation style is weird as fuck."
It's kind of sharp.
Yeah. Well, we got Levi.
Levi has multiple great comebacks. Yeah, Ackerman.
Yeah.
Dude, when he fights the Beast Titan the second time, and like cuts off his fingers and stuff like that, and is literally about to kill him after Erwin and that entire crew sacrificed himself, that is epic. I know you haven't watched it yet.
I think I've seen that.
But that is epic.
Because I remember seeing him doing the fucking roll up his arm.
Yeah, that was amazing. Like, literally, it's just like... Then you would be so dizzy after. I don't give a fuck who you are, what kind of training you've been doing. He spun. He did like a fucking 2060.
He became a Beyblade.
Yes, literally. You got an evil little Beyblade versus a monkey. And literally, he's got his swords out, cutting up his arm as he's spinning. And I'm like, yeah, you'd be so dizzy coming out of that.
Speaking of Beyblade, Moses part of the Red Sea with a Beyblade.
Speaking of which, another comeback story would be like Tyson beating Kai in the first season.
Yeah.
Tyson beating Kai.
Beyblade.
Oh, Beyblade. I watch a lot of Beyblades. When I was a kid, I watched it a little bit.
Oh, yeah, Winged Dragoon.
Yeah,
it's not a dragon, it's a Dragoon.
Right.
Alright, you got Yato from Nerd.
Never watched it.
It is great. He is a lesser god who used to be known very well because he was a god killer. And like, no, it's your job to kill other gods. And he did not get enough prayers and whatnot, so he became a lower level god. And he is still as strong as major gods. And he gets like 2 people to worship him. And he's like, hey, I'm back on my bullshit. It's funny.
Roy Mustang has one of the best comebacks against Envy. Yeah, bro.
When he was lighting his ass on fire,
yeah, Alphonse is just like, listen, I'm making this wall. We're staying right here behind this wall. And that wall is just getting lit up. And then when it finally shows you the end scene, when it's just everything is black. And he, like, literally, when it's showing that scene with Alphonse, all you're hearing in the background is just fucking snap, 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 snap. And you're hearing Envy just screaming at the top of his lungs, whatever. I don't know what Envy is. Yeah.
Whatever they want.
Right, whatever Envy wants to be.
The get back for Maze was huge.
For Mace, yeah, that was... But man, I like the ending to the original Full Metal Alchemist better than the ending for Brotherhood. And I say that because just the ending with Envy, whenever he's punching him in the face, and he's just like, show me your real face, show me who you really are. Then he turns into his, like, looks identical to him because it's like his brother. Bro, that was fun. Like, you didn't see that coming at all. And I was like, oh, god damn. Because, like, they also, like, sacrificed that entire city to, like, make themselves Philosopher's Stones and stuff like that. And he's walking through the catacombs of that dead city, and it's like, god, dude, that'd be crazy. But...
Alright, you got Killua.
Scroll down a little bit?
Yeah,
I want to know which point they're talking about.
The Chimera. Okay, yeah. Because he learns his Godspeed and everything like that, I guess.
Chimera art.
Yeah.
He lands at Godspeed, and he ends up like basically kind of sort of almost sacrificing himself to save a couple.
Sacrificing himself.
Well,
he murked people with that guy's form. Just straight up murked people. He took on the fucking actual dude who was changing his form.
Yeah.
That ant,
and
who was arguably like
grew,
supposed to be the strongest.
And then he grew massive respect for him. The ant grew massive respect for Killua.
Killua was out here murking people. He was literally, Gon was like, no, I need to murder Pito. And Killua was like, say fucking less.
Right.
Everybody else I'll handle.
Right. This one I do not agree with.
Okay, Nami. It has Nami.
I don't agree with that.
Okay, well explain, because they read the piece, what they talking about.
Alright, it says One Piece Nami dramatic return during the Enies Lobby arc surprised and inspired fans as she stood up against the corrupt government organization CP9 and developed a powerful thunderbolt and delivered a powerful thunderbolt to save her crewmates. When is that? I don't remember that at all.
I do remember that.
But would you consider it like a big comeback?
For her, yes. I think that was when Nami like showed that it was like, all right, well, on the scale of what's going on, I'm sticking through it. Like you could have, like, of course we understood her. To me, I feel like a better comeback for her was finally saying, hey, I gotta get away from fucking Arlong.
That's what I thought too.
Like,
where she was like, I will join your crew, Luffy, please save me. I thought that was a better comeback than this.
But I understand them going for this one because this one was more about her doing something. The other one's more about getting Luffy to do something.
It's just like saying that when Robin was at when Robin was at the tower at the
girl. When she asked for Luffy for help.
Yeah. Tell me! That's such an epic part. What you want? What is say?
Tell me what you want.
Yeah, tell me what you want.
She said, I want to live. And
I want to live!
Take me to sea!
Shoot that shit!
Sniper kick. Take down that flag.
Ooh, Lord, boy, that gave me chills.
And then the guy's sitting there and he's just like, do you know what you've done?
We're talking about a moment. It's one of those people talk about, there's sports moments in history, in movies, and that gets you pumped. I said, that's a moment that gets me pumped. Like, I'm ready to go. Let's go play whatever sport we're going to play. I'm ready to go.
That's why I was like, I understand Nami's moment being so overshadowed because Robin's moment happens like in that same arc.
Ooh.
Like, whatever.
All right, next they got Guts.
I'm sure his whole shit.
Yeah, his whole thing is a comeback. Like, Guts, I've watched Berserker, and his whole thing is a comeback. Like,
I haven't watched Red. I just know a little bit, and I'm like, his whole story is
a comeback.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could put him and Thorfinn on kind of same level of your whole shit. It's just comeback stories.
Bro, I read so they gave you what happened to Thorfinn in season 3 and season 4. They're going to give you what happened to Thorfinn before he became a slave. And man, he did some shit before he became a slave.
Fair enough. He kind of had to.
Like, did some shit.
Because I don't see Depression Thor right after season 1. I don't see you immediately in Depression Thorfinn. So there had to be some shit in between there. Mm-hmm. There has to be a spiral.
Yeah, there's a slow spiral. It's pretty good.
I watched Mob Psycho.
I have watched Mob Psycho.
What you think of this? What's his name?
Taka Reagan.
Oh,
Ray-Jin.
Do you say you seen that?
Yeah, at the end of season 2, Mob gives him his power, and he literally because like he's like Mob's sensei or whatever, but he has no latent abilities or anything like that. And he's going up against like these 5 ESP users who are like master ESP users, and Mob, who is like the strongest ESP user anyone's ever seen so far, somehow gives him 100% of his abilities. And he literally like there's a guy who shoots these like black holes basically, and he smacks it away with his hand. He's just like, what is this? And then it hits a wall. The whole wall just gets sucked in. So it's and there's another guy who like he has a toy sword, but because of his ESP, it becomes a real sword.
Ooh, yeah.
And he goes to kill him, and literally he just like fucking swats away. He's like, why are we playing with toys? So it's pretty funny, and it is an actual great comeback because like he uses Mob to like take out these spirits and stuff like that, and like, he's a fake ESPer. And Mob is the real one, and like he gets his ass beat probably 3 or 4 times, and then so his comeback is it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Right. Let's talk about this person.
So that was the one I was talking about earlier, wherever he walks in and he starts melting the Colosseum, and he's not even using his abilities. He is literally just standing there, and the whole Coliseum starts to melt.
All right, what about Monkey D. Dragoon?
He was in Destarossa.
Yep.
I don't remember him doing it in Dressrosa.
Me either. I remember him showing up in Logtown.
I remember that.
Well,
you know what? I think he pulls up for like all of 2 seconds because Sabo's in the Revolutionary Army. I don't remember him doing much.
What about this person?
I have not seen Madoka.
I don't know.
How do you say his name?
Homura Akemi.
Okay.
We talked about Ichigo and all of his comebacks.
Okay.
L from Death. He had a comeback? I mean, I don't really...
Okay, because they're saying he returns in the form of Nier. That's not how that works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We already talked about Eren Yeager. We talked about Vegeta. Talked about... Did we talk about Jiraiya as a comeback?
No, as a comeback?
They're giving it... He was a flashback during the pain fight.
Oh,
no.
What about Seven?
He's not a comeback. He's one shot at every single person.
Yeah, but that last dude he fought at the end of season 1 was spanking him.
Not really. He wasn't really doing anything.
And that's why he was getting spanked.
Like I feel like because when he did his serious punches combo, that's whenever he fucking annihilated him.
So they also got Shanks.
Appears and that's not a comeback. He literally just shows up and blocks a punch.
He came back to the goddamn story.
What about this one?
I love Grimmjow's comeback in the 1,000-Year Blood War. Like you guys haven't seen it yet because it hasn't been animated.
You want to say my last name?
Jabberjacks.
Jagger.
Isn't that what I said?
No,
you said Jabber.
Oh, Jaggerjacks. I love his last name, Grimmjow Jaggerjacks. It's just a cool ass name, man.
That means nothing.
Yeah, but he's like he obviously you guys saw him when yes, that's what he is. But you guys saw him during the Wakamundo arc and stuff like that. He, in my opinion, he's number 2. I'm the wrong cars.
Oh,
I'm the wrong cars. He was extremely powerful, and he didn't even show all of his abilities, in my opinion.
He might be now.
Yeah, well, because the rest are dead.
Kiora would have spanked him during that time.
I mean, your girl's all tied up and stuff like that. We don't even know what's happening to her.
She could be dead too. Still fine as hell. Yeah. That's all that was about.
We're talking about.
I don't forgot her name.
Oh,
me too.
Anyway, All Might number 3.
Oh yeah, did his comeback in that last fight when the United States of Smash, bro? That was amazing. No one will ever say that wasn't one of the best comebacks of all time.
Is that animated?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that one.
It's at the end of season 3, 2 or 3.
3.
Yeah, end of season 3.
I don't remember that. That's when the American chick come over, right?
No, she's not over yet.
Okay, never mind.
No, so do you remember when? Okay, so you remember they go to the woods to do their study and stuff like that, and then not Killua, damn it,
Lord,
what's his name?
We done went through a lot of people. So.
Yeah, we did. The guy with the blast abilities.
Bakugo.
Yeah, Bakugo gets kidnapped, and then they have to go and save him and stuff like that, and then All For One shows up, and then All Might shows up, and they're fighting, and like literally half the city is destroyed. There's a helicopter that's in the sky, recording everything, and he like literally sits himself next to the last little bits of embers, and he becomes his weak form too, and everyone sees his weak form. And then at the end, he points to the camera, and he's just like, "It's up to you now," talking to Midoriya. Yeah. Oh, dude, it's like the most epic.
Did you see season 3?
No, I haven't watched all. I haven't watched all of it through. I don't remember it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm caught up.
You need to rewatch it.
Yeah, probably do. Levi.
We already talked about Levi.
Yeah, okay. And Itachi is the number 1.
He does have a really great comeback if you think about it, because everyone thinks that he is, the murderer of his clan, which he did. He murdered his entire clan.
I was like, he is. He did do it.
They find out the reasoning and stuff like that, and that it was either listen, we're going to kill your entire clan, or you can do it yourself. And he's like, listen, I'll do it myself, but you got to leave my little brother out of this.
There you go. Oh, it's not.
It was 100%.
I kind of agree, because Itachi, if he was the most powerful, he could kill all the other Uchihas. Why couldn't he stand up in front of them and be like, listen, guys, this is what's happening. If we don't stop, we're going to die. And he could have done that, and instead he was just like, you know what, Dad, I'm going to kill you instead.
Itachi's
dad understood.
His dad let it go. Because it was just like, it's Itachi, and I
can't kill my own son.
I can't kill you, and I do think you are stronger than me. And he was like, hey, this is a decision you made, you got to stand on it.
That's literally basically what he says. He's just like, this is the decision you made? He's like, it is. Can you live with it? I think so. Do what you must.
None of that shows that like Itachi went through any type of process with the Uchihas to say there was nothing he could have said
That's
to
what
try
I'm
to
saying.
switch what they were trying.
Yeah, literally.
Also,
He just went like, I'm going to kill y'all.
But also remember, he didn't do it by himself, too. He had the other guy with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, Shisui was already dead.
No, Toby.
Yeah, there you go.
Toby helped him?
Toby helped him murder the clan.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember it
Toby.
either, it
Toby
was like
went to
consensus between
he took out. They showed it because he took out the police force first.
Oh, that seems still.
But yeah. So Toby helped him. He didn't do it all by himself. And then, they say Itachi had some little girlfriend who he put in a genjutsu and made her basically go through a genjutsu of them spending just a normal life together before he murdered her.
So he made a deal. So Toby found out about the whole thing and went to Itachi and made a deal with Itachi that he will help him kill the Uchihas if he becomes part of the Akatsuki.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's why he became part of the Akatsuki too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I thought he just joined the Akatsuki to keep an eye on him.
Well, because he told me, like, nah, I'm going to keep an eye on everything, so if you don't keep it... Because speaking of Donzo, he's like, if you don't...
Oh, he showed up to Donzo, I remember. And he was just like, listen, you touched my brother, I'll be back.
Mm-hmm. But it was like, yeah, I'm joining the Akatsuki, so it's like, hey, not only can I take the blame for other shit, but I can be involved in dealing with my village.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, the whole... And that's, like, him being, like... Because like in Boruto, I think they like call Sasuke the Dark Hokage or whatever they call him, the Shadow Hokage.
Shadow Hokage, yeah.
So he like goes on to.
Apparently, everyone had one. So Madara's, or for what was his name? The second Hokage, the first Hokage.
Don't give a shit about who all the other ones were. It was just literally just him doing it is the only reason Sasuke was going to do it.
Yeah.
That was like so. It's like fine, whatever. Who cares? But the Akatsuki actively looking at the fucking Jinchurikis was a reason for him to go, all right, well, if anything happens for the village, I'm going to be the one to go do it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Well, that's all we got for today.
Till next time.